All right, firing up the smoker this morning. We got a nice pork butt here ready to go out, and I have smoked it, fat cap up, scored like this before, and I liked it a lot. But after watching a video on how to barbecue right, I decided that with my smoker with a lot of heat coming from the bottom, that it might be best for the meat in there to be protected. So I'm gonna smoke it for about 2 hours or so till it looks right, and then I'm gonna wrap it and flip it so that the pork or the this fat cap right here that's scored will let all that fat, all that good nice fat drip down through the meat that's been seasoned, that's been smoking, and it's going to be delicious. I'll show a final on that, and we'll do a review. But thanks, Malcolm. All right, so I just put the pork butt out here on the smoker. It's holding at around 250. I've got some nice cherry, apple, and just a little bit of some hickory pellets, but mainly just the apple wood and the cherry wood. And I just wanted to show you what I'm doing here. I decided to take this mammoth cast iron skillet. I'm gonna go ahead and close that in there, but I figured that's just gonna give it a little bit more space to cook evenly, and up off the heat, so it's catching more of the heat that's in the middle of the smoker. We'll see how it does. It's usually sitting on a rack that's on top of the grill grates, and it does just fine. But I like to change it up, try different methods, see what works best, man. Anyways, man, it's a perfect day to barbecue, and this dog's ready for me to throw this ring. So I'll catch you when this thing's cooking a little bit more. All right, we're back out at the smoker with Little Miss Pepper. She's ready for me to throw this ring. This thing just probably needs the littlest bit of that guy. Yep, and that's it, man. Just hitting the parts that looked like they needed it, and that's it. And we'll be back. All right, back out at the smoker. See how she's doing. Man, could not be better. Barely need to moisten this thing. Just a little spritz, and that's it. And then just throw the ring for this little poochie. This is Little Miss Pepper. She is something else, man. There she goes doing her spins. Let's see if we can zoom in. Oh, she's ready. Oh, she is ready. And that's her little pool there, so she doesn't dump in my pond with my fish. Little Miss Pepper gets hot when she goes fetching for a little while. Even in this cold weather that we're having, she'll jump right on in the pond if I don't have that pool out. Good girl. She loves barbecue too. So does her brother Dexter. All right, signing off. All right, back out here. Here we go. I wanted to show you. So I looked at it just a few minutes ago, and I think that's perfectly smoked, great color. It's ready to be wrapped, and I'm gonna take it inside and we'll go over those steps, because I've never wrapped it and done it exactly like this. Is a new kind of method that I wanted to try. But yeah, looks fantastic. Let's take it inside. All right, so we got everything back inside. I thought I'd go over this step where I'm gonna use some gloves. These are just some winter gloves I just picked out of the drawer. I usually use some cheaper ones that are kept inside my kitchen drawer, but I couldn't find those, so I just grabbed these. And then these are some disposable barbecue gloves. I sometimes use some other ones that I don't know specifically are made for barbecue, but they're just some nice latex gloves. Disposable gloves that I just wear over them so I don't burn my hands and I don't get the gloves all nasty. Anyways, let's see if we can zoom in here on this bad boy. Of course, that's not working very well. Okay, I just used my mother flogging nose to do that. That's what I do with my Apple Watch. Anyways, so I'm just gonna grab it on the sides gently. Should come right off of there. It did. And I'm gonna flip it because today I scored it. I wanna see what that looks like. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take that thing off there just to get that on there. Bear with me while I take those gloves off. Okay. Those to the side. Let's get a look at this bad boy. Holy cow. So I scored it just so you could barely see meat through that fat cap. And as you can see, this was fat side down on the grill for roughly 3 hours. I'm trying to just tell the time through a bunch of flowers that are on my, stove. I can't see the time. But roughly about 3 hours. I just was really going for color, not for time or anything. I still haven't gotten temp probe in there, but I'll wait till I'm finished wrapping it. But so that looks really good. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of seasoning, wrap it, and then we're gonna put a temperature probe in it back up on the grill and just let it work its magic. And I'll get some extra probably heat going. Once I wrap it, I'll ramp up the heat a little bit. Just put a couple pieces of red oak, that's what I chopped down last year, and get this thing up to temp. I like to get it around 205, 210, so it's real tender. And I don't know if I went over it earlier, but I did hit it with some Killer Hogs barbecue rub. It's one of my favorites, and I also used what's his name? Yeah, Bad Brian's butt rub. I used some of that mainly on the bottom just to give it some heat. And I did use the hot rub from Killer Hogs and some of Bad Brian's butt rub, which I love. It's got some different savory notes in there that are delish. So anyways, I just sprinkled a little bit more of the barbecue rub because there's enough hot on there already, enough heat. And my wife and kids are hopefully gonna eat this and tell me it's just right. So I gotta cook for those folks too. I can't just go for me. I love the heat, but I do have to throttle it back if my family's gonna be enjoying it with me. I'm just gonna give it a nice tuck there, wrap it nice and tight. And I'm gonna come with this other side. Feel that? Oh my gosh, my kitchen smells like heaven. My dogs are freaking out. They're gonna be so excited when I come in here and pull that bone out. When that bone just falls out of that meat, my dogs lose it. I'll be drooling all over the floor. And that's perfect. We're gonna go throw it back up on the grill. See you in a minute. All right, so I took it off a little early, or not took it off, but I took it out of the tinfoil a little early. I was gonna let it sit for about an hour, but I couldn't take it anymore. The smell, my dog is going crazy. Anyway, so this is the final product. This is, we left it fat cap up so it would render down when it was wrapped. So anyways, now it's just sitting in there, all the rendered fats in there. We're gonna pull it apart. I'm gonna put pull a couple of these cubes off the top, put on the plate. We're gonna pull it all apart and we'll pair it up with some of this and some of this. We'll show you back here in a minute. All right, so this is the end of the video, but I just wanted to show. I love these two sauces that are out here. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Sticky Fingers, and then Killer Hogs vinegar sauce is so money. And the barbecue sauce is also money. But what I usually do is I'll combine a vinegar sauce with another barbecue sauce and then add some extra vinegar. Some apple cider vinegar is what I usually use. And that's in the little squeeze bottle behind that. And then I'm going to pair it with those Atomic Pickles. But yeah, I've already got it on the plate. It's ready to go. I don't eat a lot of carbs. So I'm actually just going to do it on one of these sweet savory butter Hawaiian rolls. And put some coleslaw on there. A pickle. A little bit of this barbecue sauce. And that'll be it. Take a little bit of this. Some of my favorite pieces. Put it on there like so. And it doesn't even need the barbecue sauce. I'm going to do it without it. Try it right here. Wow. No sauce needed. My kids will probably use it, but anyhow. So that's my video today. If you like what you saw, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next time.